Buenos dias. Welcome to class. This is a Wuji Qigong class and an invitation to come to a standing position. Feet shoulder width apart with the knees bent, and just allow the arms to be soft and relaxed. Wuji Qigong is my own personal way of offering energy work practices. These are holistic practices. They help to harmonize the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body. And a few encouragements for today's practice is that you practice with a relaxed body. Practicing with a relaxed body means relaxing the major muscles so that the tissues can hang, that can be soft, yeah? This is going to help the practice in many ways, such as allowing for the fascia to stretch and the breath to be felt in a more palpable way through the system. Now the emotions are going to be supported through the breathing and the movement of the energy of the breath. It's going to help to clear out stagnant and block negative emotion and invite in good, positive emotion. We want to keep the mind in equanimity. That's not like seeking positivity in the body and like wanting to feel good and orienting towards it. There's just like this contentment of what is. Not trying to have a good expectation. Not trying to have expectations. Not trying too hard in the practice. There's this aspect of being, not needing to have something happen in the practice. And there's also not an orientation away from discomfort. There's this equal parts positive and negative, and we hold the mind there, we develop a real steadiness of mind that is not running. And it allows the mind to soak more deeply into the body. If we're constantly doing and expecting and trying to control and get something out of our practice, there's a certain dimension of internal awareness and surrender that's not there, that doesn't allow the practice to take depth, yeah? And the spirit's the hardest one to speak to, but it's the most important part. What I'll offer for today is that the spirit of your practice is the consciousness that you offer and the intentionality of your practice. Now this can be your overarching intention of why you're practicing today. Or it's the intentionality of your movement, the devotion, the care that you move with, the presence that you offer the practice is something that you can't really speak to, yeah? You know what I mean? It's just this willingness to say yes to life and come alive. These practices are cultivation arts, helping you to come more alive. You cultivate yourself in this practice so that you can live a more stable and equanimous way, a more developed emotional way, breathing in what is good, releasing what is not serving, and holding the body in relaxation, not trying so hard in life, so we develop Wu Wei, this natural balance of doing things, but from a place of centeredness. It's the ease and relaxation that allows life to flow. Not any masks. Let's let those go. Leave those at the door. And let's practice to allow the true nature to shine through, yeah? Maybe I've said too much. Maybe I've said too little. Let's get to the practice. So your feet are shoulder width apart with the weight distributed evenly among the pad of the foot. The knees are bent and the hips are sinking down. The center of gravity is sinking nice and low, yeah? Pulls the energies out of the head. The chin is slightly tucked and the back of the neck becomes long because of that. Not too much, not too little. We're going to begin by placing the left hand on the back of the head and the right hand on the forehead. And then the breath is natural. The body is held relaxed as best as you can. Feel your whole spine. Breathing is natural, meaning there's no regulation or control. In as best as you can, just allow for the being of the breath. Just witness it without judgment and get to know the quality of breath, where it's going, what its pattern is. And then holding the skull. With a little bit of pressure inwards to hold and support the skull, feeling the weight of the head. And then breathing in and then clearing the breath out on the exhale. Breathing in and making a hum sound. Breathing into the hum sound 2 more times. Bring the hands down to the heart. First, give the heart a little bit of a rub, down the left, up the right. And then anchor the hands in the center of the chest, palm stacking over palm. Feel the warmth between the top hand to the bottom hand to the chest. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, make the ha sound, a nice gentle It's like sighing out the tensions. The direction is you're breathing into the lungs, filling them up, and then as you exhale, feel the lungs, chest, and heart region all relaxing. And then bring the hands to the sides of the body underneath the rib cage and give a little squeeze in, both squeezing with your hands and then gently squeezing inwards towards your body. So when you breathe in, you feel the belly expanding in all directions. And as you exhale, breathe out through the mouth and contract the belly and pull it inwards. Inhales, expanding the belly in all directions. Exhales, contracting the belly as well as the perineum, intercostals, inwards. Build this ebb and flow, breathing out more and breathing in more. Now breathe out to the ah sound. Make the sound deep, a low tone from the low abdomen as you breathe out, relaxing and relaxing and relaxing until you're zenned out, so much so that people can see it on your face, yeah? Really good. And tapping of the belly, tapping up to the heart and then down to the abdomen. As you go down, breathe out. As you go up, breathe in. And gentle tapping of the belly with gently closed fist. Smile inwardly as if smiling to your organs. Like you would smile to a friend. You smile, organs smiling back, feeling good all over. And bring the hands into a downward shaping triangle with the fingertips touching, the thumb in particular, and is that the index, the pointer one? Yes, it is. Thank you for confirming my own mind. Okie dokie. So we have this downward facing triangle, and then we're going to do the breath of fire technique. So we're going to breathe in all the way, breathe out all the way, breathe in halfway, and begin short, sharp, rapid inhalations and exhalations through the nose. Like so. Choosing your own pace. Make sure the belly is coming in and out. Yeah, once again. Short, sharp, quick, shallow. Downward facing triangle to begin. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Halfway inhale and begin. Continue to breathe in this way as I guide and instruct. Make sure the body is relaxed, the knees are still bent. If the eyes are open, look down at the tip of the nose. If the eyes are closed, still looking down. Breathe rapidly, short, sharp, shallow, quick. Navel is pumping, relaxation on the face. Inhale, take a big inhale in and then a full exhale out. Inhale halfway and then begin breath of fire again, rapid breathing. Now as you're doing the breath of fire, move the hands into prayer position really slowly and bring them up to the heart and hold them there. As you're rapidly breathing, focus on the heart and keep the awareness anchored in the heart. As you're breathing, feel your whole body, particularly the surface of the skin, and the energy fields around. As you rapidly breathe, you're increasing your energy field awareness, yeah? So focus as much inwardly as you are moving and orienting outwardly in the energy fields, all around the body, 360 degrees, like a big bubble, yeah? Take a full breath in, full breath out. Halfway inhale, continue breath of fire. As you're continuing breath of fire, slowly bring the hands up to the forehead level. And then focus in on the center of the brain. Option to have the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Now the gaze is looking up with open eyes or closed eyes. Slowly bring the hands up above the head. Keep the shoulders and elbows relaxed. Inhale, hold the breath, and then arch the body forward, rounding down, pardon me. As you round down, come into a passive forward fold. So bend the knees as much as you need to support the abdomen, still holding breath if you're there. Focus on the crown of the head, relax the body, relax the arms, and then exhale out fully. Allow the breath now to come in and out naturally. Allow the weight of your body to surrender, like a rag doll. Surrendering means softening, relaxing. Breathe into the body, breathe out to relax more deeply. And then support your knees by having nice, evenly placed feet, with the feet pushing down into the earth as you begin to rise up. Using your core strength, you're rolling up the spine one vertebrae at a time. The head comes up last. Inhaling the arms in a circle, and as you exhale, bring them down, palms in front of the body, relaxing from head to toe as you do this. As you inhale, breathe through your pores, breathe through the energy fields, gathering the essence of energy from above and below, and exhale, washing down through the body, relaxing tensions and stress. One more time, inhaling to gather from all around, exhale, moving the energy down the body. One more time, we'll inhale, but we'll pause at the forehead level with the palms facing down. We have relaxation in the shoulders and in the elbows. They're sinking down. Focus on the center of the brain. The tongue is to the roof of the mouth. staring inwardly as if the eyes could turn around. Also listen for inner sounds, such as the sound of your heartbeat, your breathing, maybe the pulse of your blood. Maybe you can hear the sound of Om. I don't know if I'm hearing the sound of Om. I'm pretty sure it's just my fridge that buzzes with a sound. But it could be the sound of Om. Who knows? There could be an ancient rishi in there. Hopefully there's not too much ancient things in there. And slowly sinking the hands down to the heart level. And then the palms are going to face the heart this time. Still relaxation in the shoulders and elbows. Little openness in the armpits. And then become mindful and curious as to what's going on in the center of the chest. Noticing sensations. Breath is natural. You're just relaxing here. Like you're relaxing on the beach. Not so much that you're going to fall asleep, but relaxing. Like you're staying present for something engaging that you're watching with your whole body. Smiling inwardly at the heart. Heart medicine is laughter. Or you can practice really, really serious. Just, I don't know, like if that makes you happy. If being serious makes you happy, be serious. Or just be happy. But it's up to you. So the hands are going to come down now. And the palms are going to face down. And then now awareness is shifting down from the heart. And you're anchoring it in the low belly, yeah? So this is the external form of what the body's doing. And then a deeper internal awareness. And right now it's anchored in the low belly. And you're curiously listening in to this region of the body. Holding awareness in the lower abdomen. Also become aware of the sensations on your hands and your feet. Keep the awareness of your abdomen and the hands and the feet. Also be aware of your shoulders and your hips. Keeping your abdomen, hands and feet, shoulders and hips in your awareness. Also be aware of the pelvic floor and the perineum. You can do a slight contraction here to hold this in your awareness, and the crown of your head. And relax the arms. Now that we've soaked the mind through the body and relaxed the tissues, we're going to continue to relax the body with a little bit of jumping. So jumping on the spot. Body is quite flaccid, yeah? Continue to bounce. It's hard to speak and bounce, so I'm not going to bounce for this portion. Bounce and bounce and bounce so that everything loosens up, so that everything shakes around. There's circulation and lymphatic moving, and notice areas of tension and see if you can send the breath there. If you'd like it to last a little bit, have a rapid breath, like breath of fire. And then jump really high and then stop. Come into complete stillness. Notice how the energy is moving in the system. And then bouncing on the heels. So you're on the tippy toes and then you're dropping the weight onto the heels. Now, you want the weight to drop into the heels to build the sensation of tensions and things that are held can begin to drain down. So So we're clearing stress, tensions, and judgments through the body, and it's being recycled down into the earth. Now what's going to facilitate this, once again, I'm not going to bounce so I can speak. Facilitating this is the exhale breath. Your exhale breath is you surrendering. It's you signaling to the body that it's safe to let go. It's a mechanism for dissolving tensions. If the breath is held, particularly on the exhale in the system, it's hard to let go. So we want to focus on a nice, relaxing exhale with ease and grace, like coming home from a long day's work and continuing to bounce. Now we also want to relax the mind, because tensions are not just held in the body, they're mental, emotional, and physical. So an air of ease in your mind is going to facilitate the relaxation. Now come on your toes, like you're high on your tippy toes, yeah? And then drop down. This is really key. You come high on the tippy toes, you exhale before you start dropping. And then you repeat that. Continuing to mindfully and consciously drop, feeling the energy is up and then down. Really good. Step the feet shoulder width apart if they're not already. And then we're going to inhale the hands up at about heart level, palms facing towards the heart. 4 points of the foot planted evenly, knees are bent, hips sinking down, slight tuck of the chin. Tongue can be to the roof of the mouth, but allow the breath to come in and out naturally. Focus on the sensations in your hands, as well as the place that is the heart, the heart temple, the whole chest region. And also the space that is in between, yeah? If you look down at your hands, there's your fingers and your hands, and then there's the space around them. I want you to maintain an awareness, a connection of your consciousness that is interwoven with the space around. Once again, aware of hands, aware of chest, and aware of the space between. I do suggest the eyes to be open, with a soft gaze, with wide peripheral vision, and blinking little. Just as you are breathing consciously, you're aware of your blinking rate. Stay smilingly present, equanimous mind, body relaxed. If tensions crop up, breathe into them, come back to relaxation. Next, connect the thumb and the middle finger, holding this mudra at the heart. Now there's a little bit of presence in the hand, so you're gently contracting the fingers, holding the hands and wrists with some effort in them. There's a little bit of pushing of the middle and thumb, middle fingers, and the thumb. But the arms are relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed, the jaw is relaxed. And opening the palms up again. Now this is some very subtle movement, so watch closely and then listen for instruction. So my hands are moving apart. But I'm initiating the movement. I'm breathing in, it's expanding my chest, and then I'm opening my shoulders, and then I'm opening my hands, and then as I exhale, I'm relaxing in towards the center. So the movement is expanding here. And the energy, as I breathe in, is expanding in all directions, like a big bubble, and then coming back in. So experiment with that, with curiosity. As you're doing this, if you notice any areas that are congested or out of alignment, see if you can draw the breath in, fill up and expand, and then relax and allow the system to come into greater alignment and open up for greater levels of availability and expansion, yeah? Next, we're going to bring the hands down in a triangle again. So the thumb and the index finger are going to meet. And then bringing that down, let's place it on the belly button so that the thumbs are gently pushing into the belly button. There's still a little space underneath the armpits. And then awareness is in the lower abdomen. So from the navel all the way to the perineum. And anchor it there. And then listen with curiosity as to what the energies are saying in the lower abdomen. Let the breath be natural. Ideally the breath is in the lower abdomen, but can't always force it there. So relax deeply and allow everything to be as it is. And clapping the palms, rubbing them warm. And face washing, go up front as you inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands down to your lower abdomen and repeat. Taking the last two, nice and slow. And inhaling up top of the arm, exhaling down. As you're doing this, breathing through the arm, tracking the internal sensations, breath initiates movement. Switching arms. And rubbing up the chest, down the sides. It's like that last little bit of toothpaste, yeah? Squeeze that down. It's going to help circulation and lymphatics and many other systems it's supporting. And down the outsides of the legs, up the insides. Come all the way up to the solar plexus, wrap around to your kidneys as you go down. And tapping at the sea of Qi underneath the navel. And palm over palm, create 9 circles in both directions underneath the navel. It's as if there's a magnet under your hand and you're stirring the internal energy. When complete, stand still. Drop all the practice and the alignments and just stand as you are. Be authentically in your true nature, not caring about how you're standing, how it looks. Just be and breathe and smile. I know it's a good practice when I can smile easily throughout and after, and I know it's a good practice when I don't smile easily, but I also know that there's some work to do in my practice to get myself back to that smiling self, yeah? This is the art of self-cultivation. We take responsibility for our own mental, emotional state, and through practices, through internal mechanisms which are always within us, which are empowering to us, which don't create reliance on systems outside of ourselves. We come to these practices to fill our cup, to be of greater service for our dreams, for our values that we want to live by, for our family and our community. So I thank you for taking part in this practice, for cultivating yourself, for practicing with me and helping me to live my best and dream affirmative life. I appreciate you. Thank you for this beautiful practice, all my relations.